r/ask Reddit. If you had to make one animal extinct to cause as much panic as possible, what one would you choose and why? Dolphins. So long. And thanks for all the fish. So sad that it had to come to this. We tried to warn you all that you're dead. Bees. Whole ecosystems might collapse. Dogs. Because of the emotional attachment and service, dogs are the only thing stopping a lot of people from panicking. Pandas. People would be like, where did they go? Leave the goddamn pandas out of this. Agreed. If we're going for immediate, large-scale panic, I see no better species than the cow. Imagine, every cow in the world disappears at once. People start looking for their cows, but can't find them. They call each other and learn that everyone else's cows have disappeared as well. The media picks up on it, and it's front page news within the hour. As the reports of missing cattle begin to explode, the panic sets in. Supermarkets are mobbed. People are battling over beef and fighting over flanks. The smart ones remember that cows also make milk and clear out the dairy aisles before the steak-starved masses arrive. Restaurants are hit next. The lucky ones have lines for miles. The rest are ransacked for their bovine bounty. No establishment that serves beef or dairy is safe. As the supply of cow products runs dry, demand is placed upon the alternatives, such as vegan non-meat. The suppliers of these formerly niche products are unable to meet the demand of the entire world, and are soon as depleted as the rest of the market. The end result? Burgers, steaks, and chops, gone. Milk, ice cream, and lattes, gone. Parmesan, cheddar, and Swiss, gone. Veggie burgers, turkey bacon, and goat cheese, unobtainable. The alternatives begin to ramp up production, but it's not enough. It's never enough. The rich and powerful are given first pick of the limited goat milk supply, and automated bots buy the rest as soon as it hits the market. A black market appears, selling frozen beef from before the cowpocalypse at prices that would give any millionaire pause. Those with the foresight to save their beef and dairy are made rich overnight. Although we survive without our beloved cows, we still remember the taste of beef. Real beef. Beef made from the suffering of industrial raised cattle. We weep for our lost dairy, and the world never truly recovers. Also, Hindus in particular would be pretty upset. Chicken. Chicken is one of the most beloved type of meat. Think about the chaos of not getting a charcoal roasted chicken at the summer BBQ. Agree. Look down the comments until finding this because I was going to post the same. Chickens are a major food source for the whole human race. There are religions that don't eat pork or beef, but everybody eats chickens. I have read there are more chickens than humans. The disappearance of the egg industry would have its own effect. Thousands of jobs and hundreds of recipes gone. Those recipes would be a luxury after adjusting to use other birds to produce eggs. Likely over time the duck would replace the chicken regarding this, and in the end those recipes would become mainstream again. Cockroaches. They survive under most circumstances, so if they were suddenly gone it would like be a WTF moment for humanity. That's fun because unless you have a noticeable infestation, most people wouldn't notice that they suddenly vanished for a good while. Like it wouldn't be until maybe a year later when people start going, it's been like a while since I've seen a cockroach, and then all of a sudden the collective me too of it would slowly start conspiracy after conspiracy. Phytoplankton. Supplies about 2/3s of the Earth's oxygen. Let's try and go from 21% oxygen to 7%. It's a different kind of panic from the lack of oxygen. To be fair, there is enough oxygen in the air to last the human race 300 plus years, so I would assume panic would take at least 100 years to completely consume the population based on how we are reacting to the current environmental changes the Earth is facing now. This is my opinion though. I'm sure I read or watched something saying it would actually be closer to 50,000 years before breathable oxygen ran out due to the carbon dioxide being absorbed into the oceans. Dogs. Imagine everyone waking up one day and all the dogs were gone. So much chaos. That would be rough. Bees. They don't allow you to have bees in here. We'll see who brings in more honey. Well, now my phone has turned into a vibrator. Seize the moment. Try to squeeze it and own it. Spiders. If we aren't completely aware of the fact that they're extinct, we'd just be permanently on edge wondering where they're hiding. We'd see the swarms of insects pretty quick. Sharks, because we'd fear whatever got rid of them. That or whales. Actually, the biggest predator to sharks is humans. Humans kill at least 100 million sharks per year, and the number may be as high as 250 million per year. So, the big scary shark killing monster is us. Dinosaurs. So birds? Number. Dinosaurs. Humans. People would literally panic to death. But there would be no one left to panic. I'm not talking immediate extinction. I'm talking natural extinction over time. Like people all of a sudden become sterile. Pigeons. Has to be pigeons. Extremely common and suddenly gone. This would give conspiracy theorists a lot of credibility. Spiders. Everyone in Australia would be freaking out because if the endless amounts of spiders coming from nowhere with seemingly no end disappeared, they would panic knowing only something disastrous could have ended the insanity that is the infinite amount of spiders in Australia. And they eat so many bugs, we'd be overrun with far worse insects so quickly. An animal that never existed. Everyone would hear in the news that insert name of animal is extinct, but they really never saw one. When you try to Google it, nothing comes up. It would look like the animal really is extinct. I would panic. Scientists have confirmed fears that the once abundant flat-tufted guebler is now extinct. Until recently, its cerulean fringent mating calls, that many compared to a distant car horn, were seen as a harbinger of spring. Even in otherwise barren urban landscapes, the collapse of the flat-tufted guebler population is now instead a harbinger of a dire future. Birds. The eerie silence across the world would send everyone into madness. Oh, sadly but most effectively, dogs. A lot of people love dogs and own them. If they were to go extinct, this would affect a lot of people. Cows. Is a world without steaks and cheeseburgers a world worth living in? Mosquitoes. It wouldn't be exactly overnight, but the realization that they performed an integral role in the majority of all ecosystems would start to mount relatively quickly. Didn't a study come out saying that mosquitoes could disappear and not really affect the ecosystem? Decomposing bacteria. Not necessarily an animal, but would still count. Imagine animals dying but not decomposing. People will go crazy wondering what the hell is going on. Also, because there is no decomposition, no nutrients going into the ground for things to grow. Squirrels. Just watch when the people who feed squirrels by hand, then they can't anymore. Human gut bacteria. No one would be unaffected, and most aspects of one's health would be affected, leading all to eventual demise. Salmon. A great many Japanese chefs will be committing seppuku. The idea of putting salmon in sushi comes from Norway anyway. If you want to wreak havoc on Japanese food for whatever arcane revenge you're plotting, make the bonito fish disappear. Humans but like 1 million a day. At that rate it would be a few decades before extinction, assuming we didn't notice and shore up the birth rate to match, before it was too late. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.